What's up, guys? Haven't spoken to you guys in a minute, at least not on the YouTube. I speak on Instagram every now and then, but definitely try to get some messages out there now and then. Try to share on Instagram. But from the start of the YouTube channel, I said I was gonna share a lot of things along the road, a lot of why I do certain things and certain things that I'm doing. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, I guess, on my current situation. Obviously, I've been back from Europe for about 2 months now, and came back to pretty much the quarantine. Been here in Miami. Thankfully, my boy has been letting me stay at his crib for a while, and that's essentially my situation as of right now. I feel like there's been a lot on my mind throughout this whole process. Like as soon as I got back, I just been nonstop thinking about what I wanted to do, what I'm doing, what I can do to make what I'm doing better, and it all boils down to what I feel comfortable with at the time, and that actually goes to one of the topics I wanted to touch with you guys, because there's a lot of things I want to talk to you guys about. But if I talk to you guys about every single one of these, this video would be super long, probably over an hour. So let's see how long this video ends up being. But what I wanted to hit was that during this pandemic, during this quarantine, a lot of people have been sharing their opinions, which is in my book amazing. But when it comes to sharing your opinion and making somebody else feel bad for what they're doing or what they're not doing, I'm not really on the same page with that. And what I mean by that is, I feel like during this pandemic, if you decided to take this time and better yourself in terms of personal growth or a side hustle, whatever the case may be, I applaud you for that 110%, because you're using this time effectively to better yourself or better something that you want to do. Now, on that same topic, or on that same I guess side of things, if you decided to take a break when this whole thing hit, I think that's great as well. I applaud you to the same amount, because some of you guys, it all obviously depends, situation dictates, but some of you guys have been grinding and hustling before this pandemic, and the pandemic has given you a chance to spend some time with family, spend some time with your kids, and essentially just relax, hit that pause button for a little bit. And I applaud you for doing that, because I know myself that's a tough thing for me to do. Now, those of you that decided to take all 2 months off, again, situation dictates, and at the end of the day, whatever you did, if it made you happy, I applaud you for it. And I really hope that you continue doing whatever it is that you found happiness in during this quarantine. Whether it was a new hobby, whether it was cooking, working out, meditating, or simply just lounging a little bit. Like, if you decided to just lounge for a couple days straight, or even longer, because you felt like you deserved it, or whatever the case is, and that's what made you happy for those couple days, so fucking be it. You know what I mean? So I really hope that you're able to dedicate some time to repeat the things that you've been doing during this quarantine. And especially, I want to hit on this. I also want to talk about how people been calling people out on social media, or all across the board, and just in general, people that have been, how do you put this? People that have been saying, let's put it like this: people that are quote unquote becoming quarantine Instagram models, or quarantine fitness IG models, or quarantine IG chefs, or YouTube chefs, and all that. Yo, I think that's fucking dope. You took that time to find something to make you happy, and you're sharing that with the community. You're sharing that with people that are around you. I guarantee you there's somebody, even if it's just 1, 2, 3 people that are benefiting from it. I applaud you for that. So don't let the people that are calling you a quarantine fitness whatever, or a quarantine chef, quarantine gamer or whatever the case is. But don't let that get to you. You know, people are gonna talk always, and they're gonna talk probably because they don't have the balls to do it on their own. They're gonna talk because they wish they could have that courage to do something like that on their own. And essentially, you know, hopefully those people at the end of the day found their happiness, you know what I mean, during this quarantine. So keep doing whatever it is that you found yourself enjoying during this quarantine. Remember all the things that you started appreciating during this quarantine. Don't forget about that. 2 months, 3 months, I don't know how long this quarantine is going to go, but don't forget about that once we start shifting towards a normal time frame or normal life. Things are starting to open up now over here. Yeah, technically I'm still unemployed, but I do feel like I have a job, and I feel like my job right now is to continue doing what I'm doing, which is, as you guys have been seeing, is sharing knowledge, sharing just my experience in a sense of just quality of life, mentally, physically. So I got the quarantine corrective videos out there trying to help you guys out during this quarantine. Hopefully as many of you guys are benefiting from it as possible. And then I also want to start talking to you guys more about just the mental aspect as well, which is one of the reasons why I'm making this video. And yeah, so I feel like it's whatever it is that you're doing, stay on track, right? Don't I lost my train of thought, my bad. I was trying to hop back on it, but essentially, so here in Miami, and Miami's actually a little late. I know the rest of the US, let alone the world, is starting to transition, opening up stores, opening up restaurants and stuff. Miami just started opening up some stores this past Monday. Today's Wednesday, and so you can see a slight transition, and that kind of that explains why I decided to grow my hair out and look like Castaway, Tom Hanks from Castaway. I told myself when I quit my job that I knew it was going to be an uncomfortable scenario, and I knew I wanted to have a little bit of fun as well, but you got to be able to balance things out, right? So I, for one, hate having like ungroomed hair, I guess, if you will, or untamed hair. I definitely don't like having, this is the longest my hair has been on the sides since, as far as I can remember, probably middle school. So that just goes to show, like, and I have nothing against anybody else that likes to wear their hair that way. It's very uncomfortable for me. I like to have a little more clean cut, if you will. So I also like to live my life, or how I get through certain things, or how do I get to certain goals. I do things metaphorically, and it might be weird for you, but this is what works for me. I told myself as I was coming back from Europe, quarantine was happening, so I'm gonna take advantage of it and start attacking certain things. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna be in an uncomfortable scenario. So one of those things was putting myself in an uncomfortable scenario deliberately, which was just, you know, not grooming my hair, not shaving my beard, not taking care of that side. And that doesn't go to show that I wasn't taking care of myself. It was just something that I knew I was gonna be uncomfortable with. This fucking mustache has been driving me crazy. I can't even eat with this thing. But anyways, that explains that. And today's actually the last day, because I am going to hit the barber tomorrow. I told myself that I would hit the barber and get all cleaned up once the quarantine was over, once things started shaping up. So like I said, we're starting to shift towards that. And one of my plans, actually, that I'll go ahead and just share with you now, is that I'm going to be getting a part-time job, or at least, well, I'm going to be looking for a part-time job. So I got to clean up a little bit for sure. And that's one of my plans. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing right now, because I really like the feedback that I've been getting, and I really want to continue doing it, because I really, really want to continue helping y'all out as best as I can. And but yeah, this hair is going to be gone tomorrow around this time. It'll be gone. It'll be definitely a little cleaner. But yeah, that's essentially my current situation. big thanks to my boy for letting me stay here out in Miami, because this is where I want things. This is where I want to build it. Although I want to have, I want to be able to help out, obviously, not just in all the country, but worldwide, somehow, some way, because I know I can, and I know that we can. But this is where I want to build it, and I think that's it, man. I've talked enough. I think this is about like 10 minutes already, so I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I appreciate you guys checking in. Those of you that have been checking out the workouts on the Instagram stories, they're still in the Instagram highlights, so you can catch up on them if you have missed them. I really enjoy the fact that you guys have been liking them. And then actually, we're doing our first Q&A session this Saturday. I don't know when I'm gonna post this video. If it'll be before this Saturday or after this Saturday, but I'm excited for that. I really dig all the feedback that I've been getting from the quarantine correctives. It seems like you guys really like them, so I'm gonna keep doing them. All right. And then, as always, I'm always open to any feedback, any suggestions, and appreciate y'all. Stay blessed, stay motivated. My bad, y'all. I forgot something that I wanted. Well, it's not that I forget. I just feel like I didn't explain it correctly. I was looking over the video right now just to make sure I didn't forget something, and I feel like I didn't really explain the whole metaphor behind the hair thing correctly. I'm gonna try to keep it short. Essentially, growing my hair out for me is really uncomfortable, right? So, and it's also something that takes time, right? There's growth. So essentially, metaphorically for me, like getting my hair cut tomorrow, now that, you know, places are open up, because I could have got a haircut a while ago. My barber was still working this whole time, safely. But anyways, chopping off the hair, getting clean cut again, that to me is my zero. That to me is a fresh new start. To me, essentially, I'm taking it as I'm starting from zero again. Although I know people out here in Miami, I have you know, some people call it connections or whatever the hell it is. No matter what, my past clients, all that, these are great relationships, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm literally starting from zero. That's how I'm taking it up here. So metaphorically, long hair, uncomfortable, which is what we're in right now. I found a way to still be able to get my message across and still be able to get moved towards the ultimate goal, which is all the videos and all the content that I'm putting out. And now once this hair comes off and I get this clean cut, if you will, or, you know, get cleaner, it's a fresh start. It's a start from zero. It's a reminder that I'm starting from zero. And, you know, part-time job.